Hey guys! Alright, so far this morning, this is what we far. I had Randy down the road come in with a dump trailer. I also sold the swing set and the play area for the kids, so someone came up and got both those things for me. So that really opened that up, thank goodness. So right now, Dad and I are working on tearing out the drywall. I'm taking all the trim. We just took the carpet out. I'll attach a video here in a second of the carpet being ripped out, and like I said, we're working on the drywall and trim and just getting everything down to the studs so we can start cleaning. We forgot the shop vac, so we'll bring that up tomorrow. So just getting drywall out and getting all the stuff off the walls, so tomorrow we can go to the shop vac and vacuum. And then probably Tuesday morning, so tomorrow will be Monday. So one of my best friends is coming over with her truck and trailer, and we're going to load her six along with full of scrap metal. We're just going to go to the property and start piling it on the trailers, and then we're both going to make a load, both of our trucks and trailers, over to the scrap yard to get rid of it, and then hopefully make something off of it. So if I don't make much off of it, then I'm going to have someone come in and get the rest of the scrap metal, and if I make a decent amount, then I will come back and make another the two other trailers again and make another trip back. So it kind of depends how much I make on it, if it's really worthwhile. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. And then Tuesday morning, because Dad's going to be gone most of the day tomorrow, I'm helping one of his friends. So then tomorrow, it's in the rain here, so it's getting really dark and windy and cool. So then Tuesday morning I will so Tuesday morning I'll hook up the trailer and I will go to Lowe's or Home Depot, probably Lowe's is closer. I'll compare prices and get a bunch of drywall and all the stuff for the ceiling so we can start working on the ceiling and drywall. Then I also have to place an order for flooring as well. I think I figured out what flooring that we're going to do. I was going to do vinyl. It seemed to be a little bit cheaper, but I was worried about trying to get around all the walls and cabinets and then having the vinyl only doing half the house and then having to connect it in the middle and do the other half. So long story short, I feel like that would take me way longer to do. So I'm going to go with the peel and stick wood floor because it's like the cheapest that I can find. That's the easiest to put in. So I found one that I like. It's about $1.29 a square foot. But they only had 2 boxes in stock. So tomorrow morning I'm going to go and see if I can order that and have it delivered here to the house, because I'm going to need quite a few of them. Because I'm going to do the whole house in that, except for the bathrooms. They'll be kind of like a tile. So that's that. So that's where we're at this very moment. Happy to have the toys out. That really opened the yard. I'm excited about the dumpster. I have lots of stuff to put in that. But I'd say half the stuff beside the road is gone as of now. So I'm hoping that it doesn't rain too much so that people can still get more stuff before the garbage comes tomorrow. So yeah, that's that. Alright, let's get to finish ripping out drywall.
Yeah, because some of this stuff is what you grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing they didn't fall all the way through that nail socket. Gee, the crickets did. Mm-hmm. If you had $1 for each one of these things, you'd have $100. Even if you bought these things when they were $3 to $6, that's still a lot of money sitting up here. It was good way back when I first came out, but now it's just the norm.
This is all burnt.
Found it and oh my gosh.
They're hilarious.
That's crazy. It was a guy, I think.
Yeah, it is.
The guy dressed up as Medea.
Yeah. Alright, so I am going to start working on taking out all these boards and getting the bathroom completely cleared out, just so it's empty, so I can start gutting in here as well. Like all the drywall needs to come out, and yeah, what else? Because it looks like that's got holes in it. I do like the recess lighting. That's nice. So Dad is putting electrical boxes up for me. We're raising them up compared to how they were a lot lower. So we don't have to bend so far to plug things in.
So when Tiffany's old, she don't have to bend down.
Yeah.
Which won't be long to be my age, sadly. You hate seeing your kids get old.
Ugh, time goes by too
I'm
fast.
kind of glad we didn't have kids when I was young, because they would all be like 50.
Yeah, I know.
I'd be like, that would be.
I know it.
All right, I'm moving this one over here, I think. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, this one I can't put there. How much wire?
And then this one, you can see where she's been leaking. You can see outside. So just gotta replace it. Replace that, plus when we put the siding on here in a week or so, that'll cover all that up, so you won't even be able, there won't be any more leaking. So he's putting those in, and what's also gonna happen when we take this drywall down, he's gonna put one up high as well for TV, is what I'm thinking, because the bed is going to be here, like between the windows, and I'm thinking
You're gonna have a box down here low
TV is
somewhere.
gonna be there.
You're still gonna have a box down here low, and then I'm gonna run a wire back up to this one. And this will just be.
Oh, okay, so it's just gonna be,
have a blank on
you
it.
could, yeah, just cap it off.
Because I can't go 24 inches high here.
No, that's okay.
And I don't want.
And I don't know if I even under the window, it's.
I don't like them under the window. It gets wet there. It can get wet there.
Is there actually, I don't know how much of a pain this is. Is there a way to, I know you already put that one in. I'm sorry, I'm over here. Is there a way, because I'm thinking, okay, the bed's gonna be here. Or you plug your stuff in. Is there a way to put it on the inside of this 2x4? So you
I can
have
make it
cords
work.
running out, you know, because I know there's gonna be like nightstands on both sides.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking so I'm not having to run like.
Yeah, but remember, your bed's gonna go from the edge of this window all the way over to the edge of this window.
Yeah.
If you got a king bed, if you go with a king bed, it's even bigger. So the receptacle here ain't gonna do you no good.
Okay.
Okay? It's 58 inches wide, the bed. 60
Yeah.
inch.
I like my king beds. Like my room up there is like
You're spoiled.
nothing
Measure-
this big.
measure from
my
there.
bedroom up there is all king bed. There's
Hold on.
no room for anything else but my bed. It's terrible.
That's
I wish I had a bigger room.
32. That's 64 inches from that stud to that stud roughly. Unless that's 24
That's
inches.
true. That works because
Well, I can still put one here somewhere because I've got this box I got to put somewhere because my wires ain't gonna be long enough to go back to here and vice versa. So I've got to put another box somewhere.
maybe put it,
Here.
yeah.
Okay.
That way if I need one for like a light here,
All right.
I don't have.
All I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna be outlet rich in this house.
Just remember, every outlet you gotta cut sheet drywall to fit. The more you put in, the pain, the better it is. We're gonna put one over here if you want,
Okay.
and I'll put one there, and I'll put one over there.
And that won't hurt
Then I'll come
anything.
back. We're gonna take that wall down.
So I'm so back and forth about it.
Okay, we'll decide later.
Yeah.
Well, it's just gonna be funky. You got all these 24-inch to 27-inch receptacles, and then those are 12 inch.
I feel like I need to, like, take the drywall down. One, just to check. That wall will have
Well,
insulation.
look, right here. From here down, we can take down. And this up here, we don't have to touch. We don't have to touch that. Just the bottom across
I know,
there.
because I know those have to be replaced.
Yeah, that needs to be replaced.
So maybe let's do that.
Let's just do the bottom around here, all the
Okay.
bottom.
Because the top looks fine, it's just the bottom's got mildew on it.
I'll vote for it.
Here's a nice piece of drywall. Here's a nice one that we can use as well. I'm putting all the good pieces aside. Take two! That's so funny. You're a terrible boss. Do you know what water I got? I bought this for here.
I'll leave the cheese tonight. And it's dark outside, it's time to go home.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. You're a terrible boss. You're probably not gonna let me have New Year's Eve or New Year's off either.
I'm pretty good at this, Dad.
Mean boss. That's it, I'm calling the union.
I'm calling the union.
Well, I guess I gotta pay union dues before I can call them.
And they're not cheap either, that's the worst
No,
part.
I don't. That's what I have to hear about it.
Same. I have some crackers, some pretzels too. Make sure you don't want some more.
It just makes me thirsty, huh? I bought the car a little bit. I think I might have one bottle out there. ran a black 12 gauge wire and a 14 gauge wire all the way around here. The black wire goes into that receptacle which feeds out there in the dining room. That feeds into the 14 gauge wire that goes up, and then the 14 gauge wire, this is cut sitting in the hole, I don't know why, and then that wire goes back and feeds all the way back around, feeds all this stuff, and then feeds off somewhere. So it should be two different circuits feeding from the panel. And I turn that breaker off, it feeds that one, it shuts all this off, or maybe it just shuts the lights off. Let me go look, see if I got power to this one to turn it off. I do turn it off. Remember, all this is going up in the attic? Maybe that's feeding the dining room light and this light.
Okay.
But I don't understand why they got so much, two circuits going up. Okay, so the 12 gauge goes to here. This 14 gauge needs to feed this. And then the 12 gauge is going to feed this one here in the dining room and the one receptacle by the hutch. And that's all that should be on that. So I have to separate this white wire out of here, and then I'm going to run it into this box with this 12 gauge, or 14 gauge, sorry, 14 gauge. And then we'll be okay. Then we'll be on the correct wire size for breaker. Okay, all right, I got
Okay.
it. It took a minute. All right, so let me, the power's off here. Oh, it ain't gonna matter because there's power to here. It should be power over here too then. Meter I don't like as much. Because this one here, if you put it on the wrong scale, you can blow up the meter.
Annie, back it up, please.
My other one's just automatic. It even does automatic on amps. Yesterday I was like, oh wow. I thought I had to put it on there manually to make it work, but it did it on automatic.
Want me to hold it?
Yeah, see I got power here. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so that is a separate circuit. So those do not go in the same box. So this white wire's got to come out of here, and it's going to go in here. Okay, so I'm glad I put a receptacle here. And then this terminates, which should not do. Alright, and should go in here, and that feeds this, and it's all on the same thing. Okay. So I need to kill the power to these receptacles too then. So I need for you to do the same thing again. Let me know when I find the breaker.
Want me to hold it again?
Yeah, I got two different circuits here, and I got to make sure they're both off.
That one was on last. Okay. Yeah, it's still on.
That's the 14 gauge. That's the bedroom one.
Learning how to be an electrician. Still on. Off.
Okay. On.
Yes.
Off.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's good. And then I'll take it over here. I'm gonna unhook the wires and separate everything. Be done with it right all over.
Okay. I'm gonna watch you. All this electrical.
Yeah, that way it's all on the correct breakers and stuff. You can kind of get by with
Oh, that paint is leaking, so be careful.
on the bottom.
There's white paint on the ground.
You know why?
Why?
Because I sat it on the board with a nail earlier, and I had to pull it off the board. And I said, "Oh, that don't leak." Well, you said you wanted to prime some of the pores.
Yeah, that's one way to do it.
That's not a bad price either. 5 gallons for $100. Shit, I paid $50.
Yeah, that stuff's great. I like going over everything with that Kills paint. Eliminate any, hopefully, future mold issues.
Okay, so. Now I gotta get the ground wires. I'm not getting shocked, so I know the power's off for sure now. Okay, I'm just gonna separate the grounds. This is the 14 gauge, that's coming out.
And that's going into the other box.
Yeah, that's gonna go into the other box.
Okay. And it is going to be on the same circuit?
It's gonna be, all that's gonna be on one circuit. And then this one in the hutch is on a different circuit.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I can go up and pull that one up, okay? This is my black wire, and this is the receptacle. Okay.
That won't really come down anymore.
Grab me
And
a,
this one,
grab me a flat screwdriver or something out of the... My drill handle too, you can grab that if it's got a Phillips in it.
I've got a flat, but
Yeah, that's
I got a smaller flat.
it. Don't have to be small.
Oh, the other one had a.
That was the little bitty one.
Yeah, no, I had a long.
I'm taking the jumpers off because we're not using them now. I'm kind of thinking I'll wire that up.
That's nice. This is a nice outlet too.
Yeah, it's all set. I quit tearing up the damn sheetrock. So damn destructive. I can remember doing a service call years and years ago, and I think I told you. I was going over there by Tavares, and it was working on a gas line or something. And I got jerking around on that gas line, and I knocked a hole through the ceiling. And the lady was so nice, and her daughter was so nice. I think. Anyway, oh, it's okay. We'll fix it for you.
Oh.
Sit there, yeah. Well, you gotta remember, I'm used to doing this stuff by yourself, so. See if I can see what I'm doing here.
Get me to grab my.
No, that's all I should need is just these two things right here. I'd like to straighten that out. Keep doing this at a break.
So the black goes on the top one, the green. Oh no, am I messing you up?
I grabbed the wrong one. No, I'm glad you said something. I was doing the ground. That's why that was straight. I already straightened that when I went to grab the wrong one. Okay, this goes, I hook ground first. I usually do a sequence. I do ground first. If I can get it to drop in there. See, someone's watching me somewhere. I'm gonna fight it the whole way. Alright, so ground first.
Okay, and ground is what color
Usually
is
green, and it's over here usually all by itself.
the wire itself is green, the casing on it?
No, it's bare.
Oh, it's bare.
Yeah, bare or green. Depends on what kind of wire you use. If it's insulated wire, let's see, I want that up under there for it. See how it's trying to slide out? And it's still making a connection,
That looks
but
better.
could it possibly pop out? All right, silver in the big slot is the white. That's your neutral. All right, and they have them set up where you can just push them under and push them in a tab, but I don't usually do that. I usually put them under the lug, under the screw. And I've not had one yet fail under the screw.
That one, very nice.
Yeah, because it's white. Yeah. Eval.
Oh, and it goes on the other side. Okay.
Yeah, then that goes on this gold.
So why is there an extra screw on the other side?
So you can come out with another circuit and continue on.
Ah.
And if it's a GFI, you feed in under the one, and then the other one's a load, and the load goes off to another receptacle that you want to cover under GFI. So you can have other regular receptacles on that same line that are all being protected by your GFI. In fact, this house here will have a GFI on the back room, right against this inside wall. Go around the corner, and there should be a right down near the bottom. There should be a GFI,
That one in there used to have
and
one
it covers that bathroom, this bathroom, and a receptacle under the house. Okay.
That's weird.
And if it's not that, then it's under the house GFI receptacle, because I ran into that where somebody lost power and they couldn't get power, and I had to do some looking around. I finally found the GFI and found it.
Need to get that paint up too, so that way we don't have a glob of.
How much is it?
That's a couple big globs. Oh, a little glob is about this, and then the big glob about
Spread
this.
it out.
Well, it won't. It needs to, because if there's any kind of rough, that other tile won't lay flat. So it's gotta be pretty flat for that.
Come on, up under there. Okay, it's under there.
You really don't want a lot of insulation up under there either, but that's not enough to get excited about, I don't think. You got my drill handy?
Yeah, it's got a
bit?
Phillips.
Okay. So that's all there is now. This one and this one is the only two that I know of that's on this receptacle now, on this surface. And usually ground goes down. Some people are putting them up, but usually they go down. This is the Amazon replacement battery I bought. It does pretty good. I can't see the hole down here, so. Am I there or not?
Yeah, you're
It
there.
is there? Okay, that's why it's not moving. It's in there. Then you just gotta make sure this is straight up and down. And you can set the thing on here, but I just
Beautiful. It looks very nice. Oh, man.
okay, and that should be all there is of that one. I usually grab the ground wire and do it, but here's this one handy. Make sure the outside sheeting is not on it, and you just grab it and go. Strip the sheeting off of it so you can get to the wires. See, this is Romex because it's got paper inside for indoor stuff. It's not outdoor weatherproof. Okay, and then I just cut this extra wire off.
Insulation stuff.
Yeah, this. As I'm gonna tie the grounds to grounds. Get this out of the way. You come here, and there's different ways you can do this. They have little grounding brass things, or copper, and you can slide them up on there and you can crimp them. I've got wire nuts that I use that are green and they have a hole in the end. And then what you do is you run the green wire nut through here, and then you tighten them down on all your grounds, and then this one's for your receptacle. If you go out and look at my toolbox, on the left hand side of the top, you'll see green wire nuts. Grab me one of those and I'll show you. I'm gonna do this, twist that around. And I don't think I'm gonna do a jumper. I think I'm just gonna wire it like I showed you. I was telling you earlier, and I can show you how to do that. Wire's all crooked. Okay, and that just screws on here like a regular wire nut. I'm going to need a receptacle, but we don't have one handy, so I'm not worried about it right this minute. Okay, so now your ground is bonded, physically, mechanically bonded, so that will pass code. And then I have strippers to do this, but you have to be careful not to nick the copper doing it that way too, by the way. Well, you're not squeezing down really hard. You're just more or less twisting a little bit.